Good morning, students. I am Lily Madam. Today I am going to take a subject on fundamentals of nursing. So, in fundamentals of nursing, I am going to take a topic unit of 14th meeting special needs of the patients. 14th unit meeting a special needs of the patient. So, in that I am going to take a subtopic of a altered body temperature. So, now I am going to deal with the altered body temperature. Okay, so what do you mean by body temperature? So, body temperature is defined as a maintaining of the heat production and also the heat produced by the body and as well as heat lost by the body is called as a body temperature. So, okay, say degree of heat maintained by our body, either it may be a balanced one, either it may be heat production or it may be the heat loss from the body. So, what do you mean by alterations of body temperature? So the meaning of alteration is nothing else but fluctuations. Okay, so fluctuations means there will be a what is a normal regulation of the body temperature is there, that is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. So that temperature is going to be regulates either in the form of an heat production, either in the form of a below the normal set point of heat loss is called as a alterations of body temperature. And next one is these type of an alterations of body temperature has some two mechanisms, so that is thermogenesis and as well as thermolysis. So thermogenesis nothing else but the chemical regulation of the production of heat. Okay, and whereas in thermolysis means physical regulations. So physical regulations nothing else but, for example, exercises and due to the strenuous activities and our body is going to be so lost the heat. Okay, and whereas the thermogenesis nothing else but the chemical changes within our body is going to be fluctuate a production of heat. So that is the two mechanisms, that is thermogenesis and thermolysis. And next one is a regulation of the body heat. So regulation of the body heat means and how the body heat is going to be maintained in our body in a so heat production and the heat loss. So in that how it is going to be there mean the hypothalamus. Okay, so the hypothalamus is only the so main part of the controlling of our body temperatures. So this hypothalamus is going to be situated in the perioptic area. So in the perioptic area, so where whenever our body have a higher frequency, so the blood temperature will be increases, automatically our neurons will send a signal to the hypothalamus and which is present at the perioptic area, and automatically and the hypothalamus is going to be regulate a heat production. And whenever our body lowers the frequency of the body temperature, and our neurons will send a signal to the hypothalamus and it is going to be so sends a signal and it is going to be lowers the temperature of the body. So our nerve impulses only responsible to raise the temperature and automatically to lowers the body temperature. Okay, so the nerve impulses and neurons only are helpful to respond to lower the body temperature as well as rise the body temperature. So that is regarding of regulation of mechanism of body temperature. And what are the factors that producing the heat? So there are some of the factors. First one is a oxidation of the food. So oxidation of the food nothing else but during the metabolism of food, like nothing else but whatever the food we are taking, so that is going to be regulated by the proteins, carbohydrates, fats. Okay, and these proteins, carbohydrates and the fat is going to be so when the metabolism takes place, digestion process takes place, and automatically so these proteins, carbohydrates and fats is going to release the heat production. Okay, and next one is a so specific dynamic action of the food. So specific dynamic action of the food means and during the work of digestion and absorption it will not take place, so only and whenever the basal metabolic rate, so okay, so then in the what is a glycogen form and it is going to be sent to energy, so the production of energy increases automatically where the fat, carbohydrate and the proteins or some of the mixed diet will be showing the action in the form of temperature. So that is a specific dynamic action of the food. Okay, and where is oxidation and during the digestion in the oxidation process, so where, so due to the proteins, carbohydrates, fats will release, and whereas in specific dynamic action of food, and you see that, so the production of energy in the form of heat is going to be taken by food. So that is a difference between oxidation and specific dynamic. And the third one is a exercises. Okay, so what I already in introduction I had dealt you that, so during exercises, and you see that the more energy we need during the exercises, what is happening, and in during the exercise period, so you see more sweat is going to be releases, and you are going to lose the energy, so you are everything, the glucose levels is going to be released and broken down and in the form of energy. So what is going to be there here means, and due to the heavier exercises, and the production of heat in the body is also more. So whenever the energy is releases automatically, and where the heat also is going to be produces, and individuals feels the hot. And the next one is a strong emotions. So in the strong emotions, for example, like anxiety, nervousness, anger, and so you are fear about something, and these type of the etc causes, so will be increasing your functioning of the secretory glands, and these glands will increase your activity of production of body temperature. And next one is a hormonal effect. So there are two types of hormone are responsible to increase your body temperature. So already you know that one of the example is that during the ovulation hormone process, and your progesterone levels is going to be rise, automatically your body temperature is going to be releases. And whereas in thyroid hormones and the adrenal gland, if the thyroid hormone glands is increase the activity, automatically the adrenal gland is going to be rises your body temperature. So these are the two hormones which was essentially to produce a larger heat of the body temperature. And next one is changes in the environment and atmospheric condition. So changes in the environment and atmospheric condition, nothing else but you see that, and comparing with the room temperature and the internal temperature and external temperature. So for example now, so whenever you are going to outside, and you may see the sun, okay, so sun is responsible, so much of heat is going to be produces, and due to that cause, and you may get a sunstrokes. Okay, so it's higher external temperature is also going to be regulate your internal mechanism of the body. So that is changes in environment. And due to some of the disease conditions, so for example now, if you have any type of an bacterial infection, so automatically, so your sensitivity of the infection, your body is going to be shows the inflammatory process of fever or any pyrexia form. So that is a causes of process. And heat is losses from the body. Okay, so next one is heat is losses from the body. So how many ways the heat is going to be transmitted from the body? So already we know, so the through the skin also we are going to make the heat regulations. So already I have shown you that. So what is the mechanism is going to be happen in the process. So the skin is also going to be acts like a heat regulation. Okay, so whenever, so your body is having a impulses of and having excess of vasodilatation. Okay, so if you are, for example, I will say you that whenever you go for the heat stroke, and it is going to be regulate the body function, automatically your skin is going to be, so shows the heat variations in your body, and whatever the impulses of the skin, so will make the vasodilatation and send the signals to the hypothalamus, and automatically the hypothalamus is going to be regulate the body heat process. Okay, and these skin or heat loss, and it is going to be shows in a four forms. So that is conduction, convection, radiation, and evaporation. Okay, and first one is what is conduction. So conduction nothing else but, so it is a transfer of heat through a substance from hot part to the cold part. Okay, so what is it means, for example, air and loads and water, and it is going to be transmitted from the hot area to the cold area is called as a conduction process. And whereas in a convection process, so convection means what, the transferring of heat, circulatory air or liquid, and it depending on the air movement and the temperature of atmosphere. So for example now, so whenever you, whatever the heat process is there, so whenever you are in the form of drinking water, so it is a liquid form, and for example, whenever you are going to the external outer temperature is cool, so automatically your body temperature also is going to be maintains normally. So that is called as what? Convection. And the next one is the evaporation. Evaporation means what? Whatever the substance is going to be um, liquid state, so that is going to be changed in the form of vapor. Okay, that loses a large amount of heat in the perspiration, like for example in the process of sweat and in the urine, and it is going to be excreted from our sweat glands. Okay, so that is called as evaporation. Liquid form is going to be changes into the vaporized form. Okay, and whereas an convection form and through the circulatory heat, and it is going to be changes into the liquid form is a convection. And next one is a radiation. So radiation is means what? Transferring of heats from surface of one object to other object. So for example now, so whatever the radiation process means, for example now the patient is having a fever. Yes, and that fever is going to be travels and the space causing of the temperature to the one more object. Okay, that is called as heat lost by the radiation. Okay, so transmitting from one surface to other surface, that is maybe a one object to the other object or one person to other person. And next one is through the lungs. So already you knows that, and inspiration and expiration form, so where you are going to make a heat loss process. So the temperature of the air in the lungs of atmosphere, it lowers the body temperature, and comparing with our lung tissue process of inhalation or expiration of the air. So that is